Yo, what's up? So today, I'm finishing up the saw, hopefully. This was the chain, long story short. It's wore out. I've cut a lot of wood with it. I've had a link taken out. I thought this was a 20-inch bar. Bought a 20-inch chain for the 562 XP, which this is. And when I come out here, I was cleaning up the bar. I noticed it is a 18-inch. So I already had the brand new chain. I was like, you know what? The bar isn't that bad, but I'll just buy a 20-inch bar for it. Keep my old chain in case I need to cut some pallet wood or something I don't want to ruin my chain on. I got it. So I picked up a 20-inch bar. Figured out which one it was. So I thought, got it. Made sure it had, what was it? I think it was 72 drive links. Got it on, and it said Rancher on it. I didn't pay attention, but the holes were different. So anyway, we picked up 18-inch chain. Now we just got to get it around. So I already got this thing cleaned up. Already went through, shaved down all the rough edges here. So usually you use the bottom most of the time. I'm gonna flip mine back over because the bottom of mine is wore a lot less than the top. Or sorry, the bottom is wore out more than the top, so I'm gonna flip it over because it's reversible and get the bottom wore out so they're even. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take our bar here, and I'm not an expert, I'm just doing this stuff on my own. And make sure your little oiler hole there for the bar is clean. Otherwise it's never gonna get oil. And pop that on. We'll see how bad this chain is that comes out. Usually they tangle up pretty good. Yep. All right, so you figure out your double loop system there. That, like magic. Come over here. You want to put the back on first. Make sure it gets up in the sprocket. Then you can get it wrapped up here on the bar. So if this doesn't line up when you put the cover and stuff on, you'll have a very hard time trying to get this lined up on the sprocket once it's snug. Okay, we just gotta get the bottom now. We're gonna check. Turns nice and easy. We know we're inside that. I already backed the cover way off. There's a little hole here this lines up on. So when we go to put this in, you might have to adjust it, which I do. I need to go out some. So if we need to go out just a little bit more, this should just pop right in place. See that? Nice and easy. I do take, this is a 13 millimeter. We're just barely gonna snug it, just enough to keep that bar somewhat straight. Then we're gonna start turning our adjuster nut here. We want our chain to be tight. Now we need to be careful because these are very sharp. So if you go the wrong way, you're gonna lace yourself open very, very bad. So always go with the chain if you got bare hands. Okay, run this just a little bit. We're looking for tension of the chain. I like to just tighten mine about like so. There's specific ways to do this. I'm not a logger. I don't do this professional. I'm just cutting some wood. So what I like to do once you get it pretty close, I'll take this, tip it up like this. So this is still gonna be loose. So this moves up and down. So if this is down and you tighten it, first time you start cutting stuff, when that pivots, the chain's gonna automatically come loose. So you leave this snug, you get these where you want it, and then that's all you do. You just pick up on it, you put up pressure on it, like so. And then you're just gonna snug this up like that. The brake off, we're gonna rotate it. Rotates nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and put just a little bit of heat on it. Not enough. These aren't built like they used to be. They take some abuse, but they're not built like they used to be. If you reef on that thing, it's gonna bust. I bought this saw with the chain and this, well, this bar and this chain. This saw was like $950 from a authorized dealer. This wasn't Tractor Supply or nothing, so this is a commercial chainsaw. It's a 562 XP. I also picked up a file from Amazon, which now that I bought the wrong chain, I don't know if this file's right. And these are cheap, so they're probably not gonna have a label on them, is my guess. Part of it's in Chinese, I don't know. No, I don't see a tag on it. All right, well, anyway, we got this old file that, when I say old, it's new, I just used it, but I'm just gonna check it. It looks fine. This is so these are semi-chisel. So what semi-chisel is, my camera sucks, so sorry, but when you look at the edge of this here, you can see how it's kind of rounded. So as you file it, it's gonna have a round dish in there. If you go to Buck and Billy Ray's YouTube channel, he'll explain all that. He's got a big ass one he can show you. It's like this big. We call it the gullet. So a lot of people square file these on a full chisel, and it makes a nice sharp point that's good for cutting a lot of stuff. So we're just cutting some firewood, we're not logging. So anyway, we already got some gas in her. We'll see how many pumps this takes for all you steel guys. See, we're already loose. So there's not a lot of oil, so heat it up just a little bit. Crack that one loose. And I'm just gonna give it just enough, because what's gonna happen is when it cools down, it's gonna shrink. So these are, I thought these were pre-stretched, but I think it was probably a different one I was looking at. So he says low stretch on it. They're gonna stretch with heat, but when they pre-stretch them, that's so that they don't stretch as much. So anyway, this one's down. Now we can get some cutting to do. I'll put the link of that chain in the description if you guys want to check it out. But we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching.